Hi everybody, this is Ray Stendall. Thanks so much for joining this video Ezine newsletter. I'm joined with Judy Williamson from the Napoleon Hill Foundation, and we have a real treat for you today. Judy, why don't you tell everybody what we're going to be talking about?
Well, our e-zine for December 23rd is a special one because for the past 3 years now, we have had a special guest columnist, and it's been Santa. And this year, Santa needed a little extra work to do, at least I felt he did. And so I asked him if he would take some letters from some of the people that read the Napoleon Hill e-zine, and he said he would. And it got to be a process for him. But you know what he did? He responded to every single letter, and people feel real special about that. So I'm going to ask Ray today to play Santa, and I'm going to be the letter writer, and I'll tell you just the first name of the letter writer. And we'll read through these and give you an idea of the message that Santa has for us on December the 23rd. And we hope that you carry this spirit of Santa into your holiday festivities and really remember the real reason for Christmas, because when these people wrote these letters, and they're not very young people either, they were very excited to write Santa, and Santa was just as excited in getting back to them. So I hope you feel some of that magic of the season. Okay, well, I'll begin. Letters to Santa. And Ray is not Santa, nor am I. We're just filling in because he's busy right now. He's just a little busy. But we're going to read you the letter and the response. First letter by Pat. It's Dear Santa, my wish for this holiday season is to have all the smiles and giggles on the faces of the little children, and that it is passed on to their parents and others. That happiness can permeate the air and be shared worldwide.
And Santa writes back, Oh, Pat, after reading my letter above, you'll see that I too want nothing more than seeing smiles and giggles on the faces of children. And while, yes, it may get passed on to their parents, let's do what Dr. Peck suggests. Let's take responsibility as parents. Let us be filled with smiles and giggles and lead lives of responsibility and discipline. That will serve our children and the world well.
Well, Santa sounds a little like Napoleon Hill there, but that's okay. Second letter. Dear Santa, there are so many needs throughout the world that it is hard to single out just one. But I would like to say thank you for all the dear friends I have around the world, and to bless them and grant them love, happiness, and peace in their hearts. Your grateful friend, Felicia.
Ho, 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 Felicia! You speak of the simple task of showing gratitude for the blessings we have. One of Dr. Hill's most important messages. This can't be emphasized enough. Your heart is in the right place.
Whoa. Felicia's a very special person too, because I do know that she's her whole career has been spent in the nursing field, and that's a very, very appropriate response. Next one is a little different. It says, Dear Santa, I wish my cat Emo would stop peeing on my shoes. And I really wish my two white cats would stop scratching things. The two ninja cats behave relatively good, so I am thankful for that. Can't they all behave like Scout? Your little elf, Kathleen.
Kathleen, I never really understood cats, although I saw the play on Broadway and liked it. Reindeer are much better animals. I don't recall any of them ever peeing on my shoes. I'm leery of yellow snow, however.
Whoa, I guess we better watch that yellow snow too. Next one, the signer, the writer, left his name, and it just happens to be from the grandson of Napoleon Hill. Looks like he believes in Santa too. It says, Dear Santa, we were all given free will at Eden, but it was left to us to learn how to use it. Since you are Santa, I know that you must understand success like no other. So please, get your mastermind together to give a definitive guide for rewiring the mind to take advantage of free will. A signed copy left under the tree is all I want for this holiday. It is all that I will ever need to get everything else. In return, I will help you with mankind. I believe. J.B. Hill.
JB, you're absolutely correct about free will. It is our greatest possession, but also our greatest challenge because of its misuse. But a definitive guide on success in managing free will. Didn't your grandfather write that already? Surely I can't top his work. It is in your hands right now. You have everything to get whatever it is you desire. Just think and grow rich. Keep believing. P.S. A signed copy from me, JB. I was going to ask you for a signed copy from your grandfather.
Whoa, we'd all like one of those books, wouldn't we?
We would. And actually, I do have a signed copy from Napoleon Hill, which I'm very proud of myself.
No, that's a special energy in that signature. I know it because I have one too. Dear Santa, I wish for a year of peace and prosperity the world over and tidings of great joy daily on all the news channels. Please replace all the bad with all the good throughout the planet. Your friend Judy. And P.S. Please find warm homes for all the homeless cats and kittens too.
Judy, you know the news channels will only focus on doom and gloom because that's what viewers watch, and viewership is all that matters to the media. Let's use our self-discipline and accurate thinking and watch only PBS TV for our news. Let our principals send a message to the irresponsible, and greedy news channels. Or let's do what you suggest in your Ezines all the time. Read a good book. P.S. Kathleen will take in all of the homeless cats and kittens as long as they don't pee on her shoes.
That's good to know. Okay. Dear Santa, please help people focus their thoughts and minds on all the great things in life and let them know that God loves them. Also, put a puppy in every home. The smiles and laughter they bring can fill a life with memories forever. Your friend, Tom Too Tall.
Tom, like Felicia, you always speak of the simple task of showing gratitude for the blessings we have. I appreciate that. You got your priorities in line. At the risk of offending Judy and Kathleen and their cats, I agree with you on the puppies. They're wonderful, although they have been known to pee on shoes also. I might also add I have a puppy, and definitely when he was young, he was known to pee on shoes.
I think we hear that puppy in the background. Is that the perfect sound there?
You know, we actually do, and so I'm being completely transparent and authentic. That is Da Vinci, my 1.5-year-old or 2 years old puppy, and he happens to be outside, but he is now quiet.
Well, he knows we're talking about puppies. So
He does.
That's why.
He chimed in.
Dear Santa, thank you for the lump of coal last year. It kept me warm for about 15 minutes. I really tried hard this year, so I'd like a new computer. Thanks. Take care, Tim.
Tim, a good sense of humor is a terrific attribute. I hope one day you develop one. Ha ha, I can be funny too, you know. New computer? I really don't do computers. I turned that one over to my friend Steve Jobs years ago. I stick to train sets. And let me ask you, while technology is marvelous and necessary, how has it really improved our quality of life? Tell me, Tim, what would you rather do on Christmas morning? Get a new computer, log on, check emails, post something on Facebook, and download some videos, or sit around the fireplace and play with a shiny new train set?
What a choice. Dear Santa, may the spirit of Christmas remain in the hearts of everyone to show the attributes of love, giving, and harmony throughout the year. Please help us to never forget the sacrifices of those who protect our freedom and allow us to call America our home. Your friends, Don, Anita, Brooke, and Zane.
Don, Anita, Brooke, and Zane, your sentiments are beautiful, and I appreciate that you are also doing as Napoleon Hill suggests, Dr. Hill suggests, expressing gratitude for our blessings rather than asking for things. And yes, we can never forget those who've sacrificed. But since you raised the topic, how about we stop this culture of war and bring peace not only to America, but to all of God's people?
It's a great wish for the humanity.
Definitely.
Dear Santa, I wish for people to stop looking for things to be offended by and start looking for things to speak to their soul, embracing the spirit of what is being communicated to them, instead of nitpicking the packaging of the message. Look by the fireplace. I will leave Oreos and milk for you. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I agree with your comments as they echo the words of Dr. Hill's principles of pleasing personality and positive mental attitude, among others. However, I must confess, the white stuff in the middle of the Oreos offends me. Too sugary. I couldn't agree more, actually. I'm a chocolate guy. Chocolate speaks to my soul. Any chance you can bake up some good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookies? Okay, fine. I shouldn't be asking. I should be pleasing and positive and showing gratitude for what I have. But you try flying around the world at night on a sleigh without some chocolate. Stuff works.
Stuff works. Dear Santa, I wish all my family and friends to have a healthy 2012. People in America, people in China, all over the world, happy and peaceful. I wish my project could be done on time. Thanks for all the friends working with me together.
So that was written by Alan, and we write back, Alan, don't wish that your project gets done on time. Have a burning desire to accomplish it. Back that desire by effort and faith, and read about the principle of budgeting time. You do that, and I'll work on the world peace thing. Don't worry about it. Certainly, America and China need to get along and help lead the world responsibly.
Dear Santa, may you give us the courage to always do what is right and not what is simply politically correct, and the wisdom to know the difference. Ellie.
Ellie, you're paraphrasing one of my favorites, the first part of the Serenity Prayer. It's priceless, and I too love quoting beautiful words. I concur. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I love that one too.
I do too. Boy, we have a lot of letters, Santa. Dear Santa, I wish that in this holiday everyone finds the child in their heart so they can see the world through the eyes of imagination, happiness, adventure, and dreams without limitations. Your friend, Anna Laura.
Anna Laura, your words are simple and poignant and beautiful. You're quite compatible with Mr. Washington, Dr. Peck, and Dr. Hill. You're in good company.
Dear Santa, I wish peace and love are not just hopeful words, but one that genuinely moves the soul of each person we meet. Yours in service, JD.
JD, I always used to dislike people who put capital letters in emails because it's as if they're yelling at me. But yelling the words of peace and love and soul are more than appropriate.
Dear Santa, you might recognize this one.
I think
Please
I might.
do what you can to support a globally free market that promotes personal liberties so that entrepreneurs and business owners can innovate and create value and raise the standard of living for all more so than they can do today. Please do what you can to institute sound money, as many of the world's problems right now are based on out-of-control debt that is being facilitated by creating unbacked currency, which leads to inflation. Santa, by helping solve these issues, we can move forward with global prosperity, abundance that will leave our world in a better place for our children. Thanks, Santa. You're the best. Ray.
Well, that one does sound familiar. So now it's kind of like I'm talking to myself here.
I think so.
So, Ray, in my simple opinion, the world's financial problems are caused solely by one character flaw, greed. If you run for president in 2012, I may just vote for you.
Well, there's one vote.
There's a.
We'll get you on.
I'm endorsing myself. Yeah.
Wonderful. Dear Santa, I wish for all those who are dealing with serious illness to be healed. I wish for a cure for all diseases. I wish that all people will have access to good medical care. I wish that all people be valued for who they are as children of God. I wish that people be more important than things or things that we do. God bless you, Santa, the giver of joy. Father Mike.
Father Mike, amen. Ralph Waldo Emerson, a dear friend of mine, I used to vacation with him in New England, said, all prayers are granted. Unceasing endeavors always attend true prayers. And by the law of the universe, unceasing endeavors do not fail of their end. Let's keep praying. God bless you as well.
Dear Santa, I promise I've been good this year. For Christmas, all I want are hugs, lots and lots of hugs. But if you have to give me a present, then please can I have a pony? Love and hugs from me, Amy.
Amy, Mrs. Claus doesn't mind the time I spend away from home on Christmas Eve. But the hugs, well, that's not quite at the top of her list of my approved duties. I'm sure you understand. And what are you going to do with a pony? Really? Let me think. Hugs? Try Chino.
Dear Santa, I wish for a year of happy transformations in my own world and the world around me. Please keep the whales far from the whale hunters. Blow your freezing breath over Malaysia now and then when I'm there in 2012. Your good friend Michael. And P.S. Teach Judy how to make Dutch windmill cookies.
Michael, you are truly artistic in your words and in your work. I can see the peaceful whales in the ocean now. But let's not get carried away and create images of my breath. Mrs. Claus has me using Listerine, Cool Mint, whatever. P.S. I have no idea what Dutch windmill cookies are, but if Elizabeth doesn't come through on the chocolate chip cookies, please leave me a few of the Dutch ones.
Sounds good. Dear Santa, I like to thank you for a wonderful 2011. Love and friendship around the world that you have given to me. My heartfelt wish for this season is another better and more bountiful, peaceful, prosperous, happy new year for 2012. For myself, all the Napoleon Hill family, and all the world, and a great, successful, and impactful Napoleon Hill International Convention, and the beginning of the launch of the Napoleon Hill musical path to Broadway. Christina.
Christina, you do tremendous work for the Napoleon Hill family, and I know your event in 2012 will be fabulous. I hope I can attend. Wow, that's exciting. He's coming to attend.
I would probably not looking like Santa, but probably going to be there. Dear Santa, please give everybody in the world a copy of the book Path to Riches, so that everybody can clearly understand the secrets in the book Think and Grow Rich. Thank you, Santa. Fred.
Fred, the elves are really busy with toy train sets and dolls and book publications. Just isn't our regular business. Plus, we're right at the deadline, you know. Ask Don to do it. He's the book guy. Or I have sent some elves to Amazon.com over the years, and they're doing good work over there, so maybe you can try them. By the way, Fred, on Christmas Eve, if you want to see me, all you have to do is look up. And I'll also vouch that Path to Riches book is really a great book.
Well, I think it really puts the pedal to the metal because it tells the formula for success, and it shows you 20 plus examples of how people have used that formula personally and differently in their own lives. And I have favorite chapters. I know you did a chapter, Ray, and it's a wonderful chapter. I did the introduction, and then I asked other people around the world to do chapters, and they all complied and shared their wisdom in the book. So what a compendium of information. What a great book.
A great stocking stuffer, too.
Yes, and it's been translated into Spanish and soon to be in Portuguese.
Wow,
so
that's wonderful.
Yeah. Dear Santa, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I believe my boys have sent comprehensive lists under separate cover. If you can squeeze it into your bag, could you send something special to help me overcome my pessimism and short-term planning? A leather-bound copy of Think and Grow Rich, or maybe just a lucky silver dower I can carry with me. Merry Christmas, Chris.
Come on, Chris. Pessimism and short-term planning? Not you. I could cover Think and Grow Rich in leather, silver, gold, or creamy dark chocolate, and it wouldn't make a difference. You have everything at your disposal to be optimistic and mastering the tools for success and fulfillment. Set your definite major purpose, back it with applied faith, and get on your way. Lucky silver dollar? No such thing as luck, Chris. Think and grow rich, my friend. It's no secret.
Whoa, sounds like what you talked about last week, Ray. I think Santa listened.
Nice to have him as
Dear
an audience.
Santa.
Yeah.
Dear Santa, thank you for the centuries of unconditional love, kindness, joy, and peaceful ideas you have given to the world. Please continue to encourage each person to be thoughtful, joyful, and have the ability to see their potential to make the world a better place. With much love and hope, Judith A.
Judith, I appreciate the vote of confidence you've given to me, but honestly, I've read about you and read some of your work. I get the Ezines up here, and I think you have done a great job of doing all of these things too. Keep up your excellent work, and I'll do mine, and together, as a mastermind, we'll change the world one day at a time.
Dear Santa, I wish that the people all over the world will stop judging each other and have more respect for all living things. Live and let live. Love and forgive. Your friend Karen. P.S. One more thing. That I can eat lots of chocolate without gaining weight.
Karen, what beautiful words. Live and let live. Love and forgive. We must all follow you. P.S. Don't eat or drink or do lots of anything. Everything must be in moderation and with self-discipline and responsibility. You can eat chocolate without gaining weight as long as you do it in moderation and also exercise regularly. Dr. Oz works part-time for me. He gave me that tip.
Whoa. This one, Dear Santa, is an illustration, and it's an illustration from Chino. And on the top of it, it says, "This is my heartfelt Christmas wish, Chino." And it's the peace symbol placed over the world. And you'd have to look at the Ezine to see this one. I don't think it would show if I held it up, but it's a beautiful illustration. And it's just, I imagine it looks just like the world looks when you're coming in your sleigh with the reindeer on Christmas Eve, as you see that global image. So it's beautiful.
So Santa writes, Chino, you are extremely talented and creative. Ever thought of being an elf? I hire full-time and part-time. The pay is decent, room and board included, but you must like reindeers. You just need warm clothes, and I would love to see a Lambert made in the snow up here. And I may not be as nice as Judy, but working for me is a blast.
Well, I told Chino that the labyrinth had to come to my home first because it's been promised to me, so Santa has to get in line for his.
Oh, there we go. Wonderful,
Well,
Judy. Wonderful letters to Santa.
oh, they are. And I think it shows a little bit of a mastermind plan there, too, because as I was reading these and listening to you respond, we've had letters from all over the world. We had a letter in there from Malaysia. We had two from the Netherlands. We had one from China. We had different states in the United States. We had Canadians. Wow. It's just, it's a great combination of people who really resonate with Napoleon Hill. So the letters to Santa, even though they're a little frivolous, I think they still give us very good Napoleon Hill advice.
Wonderful advice, all from all around the world.
Yes. Well, thank you for playing Santa. You did a great job.
My pleasure. Ho, ho, ho. So I'd like to remind all of our viewers that we are always eager and excited to receive feedback. So please comment and share this video. But also, we'd love to get some of your comments and questions via email to us. If you could send them to ezinequestions@naphill.org, and you'll see that email at the bottom of your screen. We'll be more than happy to bring up some of the ideas that you share with us on these videos and answer questions, as well as to elaborate on various comments that you share with us. So with that, Judy, I'd like to wish you a wonderful Merry Christmas and a happy holiday and a beautiful new year in 2012.
And the same to you, Ray, too. And I hope as we begin our next year with these videos that many people will share some of their New Year's resolutions with us, just as the letters to Santa were shared, and ask us maybe how to keep those in line so that they can have achieved those resolutions as actual goals by the end of the year, 2012.
You know, that's a great idea, Judy. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do something special? Everyone that's watching this video, you're going to be spending some time to think about how you can make the next year the best year of your life. Write it down. And why don't you just send us a few sentences that describe what your New Year's resolution is and your biggest question that you have, or a strategy or tactic that you believe could help you move forward. Ask us, and we'll be more than happy to share some of Napoleon Hill's wisdoms with you to help you get well on your way. And we'll share a few of them. How about we do that through the month of January, depending on how many we get?
That's perfect. I like the idea. Good idea.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Judy, and I look forward to seeing you next week for our next episode.
All right. Thanks, Ray. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.